Okay, I think we're a bit late, but anyways, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat sa pag-aantay sa amin. Na late kami ng 1 minuto lang naman. Pero anyways, maraming salamat po ulit sa pag-join sa amin ngayon sa webinar namin regarding sa dairy sector. Yes. So, gusto namin i-take yung opportunity na ito para magpasalamat sa inyong lahat sa pagsuporta sa previous webinar namin na ang guest namin ay may dalawa kaming handsome guest. Yeah, on our last webinar. So, sila sina Jared and Derry. And salamat sa pag-send ng mga CV ninyo, mga questions and everything sa aming website, sa aming sa Facebook most especially. So maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. And kung na-miss niyo yung webinar namin, like the first, and how many webinars we had already?
Four, actually.
Four, yeah. Yeah, so kung na-miss niyo yun, visit niyo lang yung Facebook page namin kasi pinopost namin doon yung link, yung YouTube link for our previous webinars, okay? Pero much better kung mag-join kayo sa live webinar. Right, Liam?
Nice.
Yes. Anyways, before we start, as what we normally do, so we encourage everyone to please comment on the chat box below for any questions related to our topic tonight, which is dairy sector. And also, we would just like to remind everyone that we can only read the comments on those who registered via the Zoom link.
Yeah.
So if you have questions that you want to ask on the topic, we suggest that you register on the registration form. Yes. And so that we can read your comments and also we can Liam can answer here. Okay, because if you're writing your comments on the Facebook page, you won't be able to read it. Yeah, but like we can read it. Yeah, we can read it, but not now. So Liam cannot actually answer it right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. Yeah. So as I said earlier, for tonight's webinar, we will be talking about dairy sector. So I have here Liam, which I know for sure that you are all familiar with already. So he's the licensed immigration advisor, and yes. So Liam,
yes, it's me again. It's Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, no, of course not.
¿Cómo está po? Maraming salamat for joining us, just as Kat said. So
you said it right. Maraming salamat. Yeah.
I'm slowly learning 2 words per week.
Yep. So yeah, maybe we can start talking about
I think we've got enough people online.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yes.
we'll come through. If your friends aren't here already, you can tell them to like us on Facebook, and then you can have a look at it whenever you want.
Yeah.
By having a shower.
Yeah.
But we can get started.
For sure, some are probably still coming home or making their dinners, but just watch us. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Cool. All right, so of course today is about the dairy sector. There's been some changes, quite big changes, some of the biggest in a very long time. It's a hot topic at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to focus on tonight.
Yeah, and I know that a lot of my kababayans a lot of them are like dairy farmers, so it's gonna be really educating to them this webinar.
Yes,
I hope so.
Yeah. So did you want to go into first a bit of background?
Yes, that would be really nice.
Yes, sure.
Yes.
So look, really what's happened in the past is that people in the dairy sector have had to either be skill level 1 or skill level 5. So that's the problem that they've all been facing recently. They haven't been able to get points for residents. They've had problems with supporting family, and that's what's brought us here at the moment is the problems that people were facing in this sector is quite big, and unfair.
Okay, so Liam is saying here na yung daw before there's a big problem with some of our kababayans for the not only kababayans but the dairy farmers or those working in the dairy sectors dahil nga first na balakid is yung sa
that they were
sorry
considered
Liam,
to be.
I was
okay.
lost, yeah.
Liam likes
So-
to talk a lot.
Yeah.
That they were considered to be low skilled.
Okay.
Yeah.
So low skill daw before ang dairy is it only dairy workers or dairy managers or
In this case,
yeah.
there was a lot of push from the dairy sector and a lot of
Okay.
advocacy from the dairy sector. So,
Yes.
you know, at the moment, there have been changes just around the dairy or the occupations,
All the
for
occupations.
people in this sector. Yeah, so,
okay.
You know, the
Yeah.
first one was the low
Yes.
skilled. Yeah.
Okay. So before daw considered na low skilled ang mga dairy mga nagtatrabaho sa dairy farming. So ang first na balakid na sinabi niya is yung sa they cannot bring the family. Yes. So kung low skilled ka na dairy worker, hindi mo daw madala yung family mo before. And then
And also,
yeah.
a lot of people had a lot of problems. Well, actually, they couldn't
Mhm.
claim points for their work experience, which is really big, as you know.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hindi rin daw makapag-claim ng points sa pag-apply ng residency, which is big thing sa ating mga Pinoy kasi nga syempre gusto nating maging stable dito sa New Zealand as much as possible because you know we came here to hopefully live here in New Zealand forever. Yeah. Yeah. And also getting long-term visa?
In the past,
Yeah, in the past. So before, yung pagkuha nga ng mga long-term visa, medyo mahirap or difficult sa mga nagtatrabaho sa dairy sector. Yeah.
Yeah. But of course, you know, Kat, a lot has changed in the last week and a half.
Yeah.
And as I said, it's a bit of earthquake in the sector, and a lot of work behind the scenes by the different associations.
Yeah.
So what's changed? Very simply, immigration will assess these occupations very differently. And if I keep it really basic, what we're looking at is people who are low skilled or a skill level 5 now being considered to be skill level 3.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Okay, so my good news. Kasi before, yung mention natin is they are considered low skilled, diba? But now they are considered skill level 1 and 5, 1 and 3, sorry. So not considered low skilled anymore.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Good news.
Very good news.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people who can now claim points. And,
yeah, so you can claim points.
You know, work up towards that 160.
Yeah.
A lot easier.
Yes. That's really good news.
Yeah.
And the policy was announced 2 weeks ago or just last week?
Just on the 15th.
On the 15th. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like 1 or 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, as I said, the biggest part is being able to claim points. And look, it changes a lot of things and pathways for people out there, especially those on the occupations which are level 3. Now, these occupations are very closely named.
Yeah.
So I've got them down here.
Okay.
There is a dairy farm manager,
Yep, dairy farm
which
manager.
is skill level 1.
Yep, skill level 1.
Correct.
Yes.
The assistant dairy farm manager, which is skill level 3.
Assistant dairy farm
So,
manager.
The assistant to the farm manager.
Oh, okay. So it's still level 3, which is really good. It's still like
Yeah, and previously they were, skill level 5.
level 5. Yeah.
Which is really harsh.
Yeah. So are there the managers skill level 5 before as well?
The assistant manager was,
okay.
but the manager was always skill level 1.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Understood. Okay.
So yeah, big change,
change,
especially
yeah.
for those people.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Are there other occupations that was changed?
The last one is the dairy herd manager. So
Herd
I would
manager.
say that the people who are the workers,
Yeah.
the hard workers, the ones that wake up at 4 o'clock,
Yeah, 4 o'clock, probably 2 even.
2
yeah.
o'clock, and
When they
you
have
know,
to milk the
milking
cow.
200 cows alone.
Yeah.
So they were also skill level 5,
Okay.
but of
But
course
now-
there's skill level 3 now, which
That's
again is going to be a big impact for many people. Yeah.
Yes. And I know most of the dairy farmers are like living in the south or outside of
Waikato,
Auckland.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they already get 30 points for being outside
Being
of
outside of
Auckland.
Auckland.
So,
Yeah.
but this will make it even stronger,
Yes.
for the skilled migrant
That's
category.
good. Yeah. Really good. Okay. So are there anything else, or we'll just go through the question and answer?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
look, there's a lot of questions, and rightly so.
So I think the first question that they're asking is what are the duties of that will be considered? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my Tagalog is not very strong.
Yeah.
So what are some of the
Tasks of a dairy manager?
okay.
Yeah.
So the dairy manager would be the skill level 1 occupation. Basically, this is the person who is in charge of the entire farm as such. So you would let's put it there. A lot of people here would be in the construction industry, so you would look at it as more of a site manager.
Okay.
So quite overseeing operations, the budgeting, the the stock, the ordering, quite high level.
Yeah.
So what they would do is look after the production, the stock, the feed for the for the herd, look after the machinery, and also manage the people. So manage the other 2 who are skill level 3.
Yeah. Okay, so sabi po ni Liam, yung sagot sa tanong na ano yung mga tasks ng dairy manager. So dairy farm manager, sorry. So kinumpara niya ito sa mga site manager sa construction. So similar yan sa trabaho ng mga site manager sa construction. So nilo-look after nila yung of course yung mga sa worker, yung sa nasa baba nila, yung like for example, what are the for example yung mga how do you explain it? Like
in Tagalog.
Yeah. Like those people yung nasa baba niya, yung mga tumutulong sa kanya para magawa yung trabaho. So yun, nilulook after niya yung mga yon, and also yung sa operations, and also
taking care of the stock,
sa mga stock daw,
the feed,
yes,
yeah.
sa herd,
and also almost people management like HR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So parang HR daw siya. So minamanage siya yung mga tao. Yes. Yeah. That's a word, tao. People, managing the people. I'm thinking of yeah. Anyways, next question. So, magkano po ang kailangan para makapag-apply ng dairy farm manager? So they're asking how much do I need to earn so I can apply as a dairy farm manager?
Dairy farm manager. So we're at skill level 1.
Yeah.
At the moment, based on the statistics from Immigration New Zealand, the average is about $34 per hour, which is very high.
Oh, wow.
So I think that indicates, the gravity of their role is quite big.
Yeah,
it's
quite going to be
high,
a big role.
Yeah, so approximately $34 on average per hour.
Per hour, okay.
Yeah.
So, yung tanong niyo po about sa kung magkano ang ma-earn, kung magkano ang dapat niyong sahod kung dairy farm manager ang applyan niyo. So sabi niya is based on Immigration New Zealand statistics.
Yeah.
Yes, so 34 per hour daw. That's the minimum.
At the average.
Yeah,
No,
average daw
sorry,
pala.
sorry, no.
Yeah.
That is about the minimum.
Yeah, minimum is 34 per hour. Yes. So kasi yung role daw is parang big role nga siya. So expected na it's a big role, so it's expected that the role is
Look, I'll just clarify on that, because there are obviously New Zealanders out there who or other people who might be in this role but not being paid that. In order for Immigration New Zealand to be comfortable that you are in that role, they would expect at least, or about $34. Of course, the employer can pay less or more if you're lucky. But in order to get your visa, there is an expectation that you're about the market rate.
Okay, so gusto lang i-clarify ni Liam daw, kasi syempre baka may mga nanonood na farm manager na sila, dairy farm manager na, pero hindi abot yung salary, I mean yung 34 per hour. So yung employer daw pwedeng magbigay ng less than that, pero kung mag-a-apply ng visa as a dairy farm manager, kailangang ma-meet yung 34 minimum. Yes.
Seeing as we're also talking about three occupations tonight, I might just quickly touch base on the other two occupations, the assistant dairy farm manager and the dairy herd manager. You would be looking at a market average of $26 to $29.
That's for the two positions.
The other two, which is at skill level 3.
Okay, so for the skill level 3, which is the assistant dairy farm manager.
Correct.
And also the what's the other?
The herd manager.
The herd manager. Which
all
is
these
skill level.
Manager
I know.
roles.
This which are considered skill level 3, they need to meet 26. Kailangan 26 daw kapag yung two position na yon para makapag-apply for visa. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So, pwede po ba akong mag-apply kahit na hindi manager ang position ko? So, the guy is asking if he can still apply even if his position is not manager.
For a work visa, yes, you can. But of course, you still need to meet the ANSCO, requirements around work experience and possible, or if you don't have experience, a qualification. If we're talking about work visa, then yes.
Okay.
And the same with residents also. Actually, all three occupations now can claim points, as we've said previously. So absolutely, there are so many pathways available now.
Okay, so when it comes to temporary or work visa, so sabi ni Liam, yes daw, basta ma-meet yung ANSCO requirement, which is yung kung qualification or work experience. So pwede yun sa work visa. And sa residence naman, so since naging level 1 and 3 na, so pwede nang they can apply for residence already. So pwede nang mag-apply ng residence. So depending on the points na lang, kung abot nyo yung points. So if you want us to compute your points, you can just contact us and Liam can do the assessment. Yes. Okay, so sorry Liam, just a question about the residents. So they need to still meet the ANSCO requirement, right? If they apply for residence.
When you are talking about
residents.
For residents under the skilled migrant, sorry, I'll just clarify the question. The question is, do they still need to meet ANSCO requirements for this? Look, at the moment, we are working off another list from New Zealand statistics, and we can provide that
Okay.
when
Yeah,
you know when we go
later.
through it without through our consultations. But it is a new list. It's different to what we currently use for every other occupation.
Yes.
But yeah, there are expectations that people have the right skills and salaries in order to be able to claim points and claim skilled a skilled work offer or even skilled work.
Okay. Yes. So natanong ko lang sa kanya kung pati sa residents kailangan ma-meet yung ANSCO. So sinabi niya na since bago nga daw na policy, so wala pa sa, parang kumbaga hindi pa nakalista doon. So i-check pa sa immigration. Yes. So ibibigay namin yun kung when you decide to do consultation with us. Kasi yes.
Yeah, yes. Because there is 3 different roles.
Yes.
So of course there are 3 different requirements. It would be a little bit hard for us to go through it tonight.
So it's gonna be a long.
We
will stay for 2 hours here now. Okay. So next question. How many work experience? Sorry, I'm reading it in English already.
That's okay.
How many years work experience to apply as a dairy farm manager?
Okay, the farm manager.
Yeah.
Look, this is a school level 1 occupation, so you would be expected to have at least 5 years. 5 years of work experience,
as a manager
in this particular role, doing these particular tasks. So 5 years.
5 years. So makakapag-apply ng that's for work visa, yeah. To apply for work visa. Okay, so to apply, para makapag-apply ng work visa daw, kailangan ng 5 years work experience as a dairy farm manager, performing the same tasks and
the tasks as set out by immigration.
Set up by immigration. Yes.
Like it really doesn't matter. And these 3 roles can be quite confusing because of their names.
Yeah.
Manager,
like
manager.
Yeah.
And I'll just go to the side here with maybe it'll help everyone understand a little bit more. You have the farm manager.
Yeah.
He manages the farm.
The farm.
You have the assistant farm manager.
Yeah.
Who assists the farm manager. And then you have the herd manager who manages the herd. Or the animals.
Okay.
So everyone's like, a manager.
Yeah, I know everyone's a manager, but they're all managing different
things. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's go to the next question. So ako po ay manager pero hindi dairy farm manager ang nakalagay sa title ko. So he is a manager, but he in his job title, he's not a dairy farm manager or any of the managers. Can he still apply for?
Yeah, look, interesting fact. There are approximately 9 or 11. I was looking at it today. Different titles for these roles.
Oh my God!
Across the big sector.
Yeah.
What's important, as we just discussed, is what you're actually doing. And even those tasks, you're looking at about 10 to 11 different tasks for each role. So you could be called a farm manager, dairy farm manager, a cattle manager, super manager. But what's important is in your employment contract and job description, and also what you're doing on the ground. So it's all about the JD or the job description. Yeah.
Okay. So kuya, yung tanong mo is manager ka pero hindi dairy kwan. So sabi ni Liam is kahit daw manager lang yung title mo, it all depends on yung job description mo sa job offer. So i-compare nila yan sa as per immigration requirement ng sa task. Yes. So it all depends on kung ano yung ginagawa mo. So it doesn't matter kung cattle farm manager
Farm
or
manager,
or any
Superman,
farm manager,
does it-
Superman, manager, as long as yung task daw na ginagawa mo is the same sa kung ano yung
What I would suggest to people who are watching or people who have friends in the sector is, if you're not sure, book a consultation and come and have a chat to us. We can have a look at the the tasks and say, look, you fall into skill level 1 or skill level 3, and then map out the pathway from there.
It's gonna be the best way to do it. Yes. So pwede niyo po ba explain sa akin ng skill level 1 and 3? They're asking if you can explain further about skill level 1 and 3.
I can, but it would take us a very long time. Let me think of a way to break it down. Skill level 1, of course, involves a higher level of, in this case, managerial experience. So as I said before, you are managing the farm, you are managing the budget, making sure that you are, that the farm is operational. If I can give you a quick example, and maybe you can translate this for the people. And I think a lot of people who are watching will understand this. Let's say a New Zealander owns a farm in Hamilton or just outside of Hamilton, but they don't want to work on there, but they want someone to come in and manage the entire thing and never go there.
Okay.
That would be your farm manager. So the skill level 1 is someone with a lot of responsibility, and that's why it's a skill level 1, because you need to have the skills and experience to go there
to manage.
Whereas skill level 3, let's call them the people that make the money, the workers. They're the workers and people who are on hands-on operations side. So that's the difference in skill levels. It's just about how New Zealand classifies people's responsibilities, if I really simplify it down to that.
Okay.
Good luck.
Yes. Okay, so ganito, yung example ni Liam is differentiate niya through yung example niya. So ang manager daw is skill level 1 is yung mga managerial position. So yung mga role talaga is nagma-manage ng budget, ng tao, ng yung example nga niya is kung meron daw farm sa Hamilton. So New Zealand farm sa Hamilton. So kailangan nila ng tao na magma-manage ng farm sa Hamilton. So siya lang yung tao, parang siya yung may responsibility sa whole farm ng Hamilton. So siya yun, so it's a big responsibility. So kaya siya naging skill level 1. Next thing is yung sa skill level 3. So ito naman yung sinabi niya yung mga workers ito. So sila yung mga hands-on sa paggawa ng trabaho talaga sa farm. So itong mga workers minamanage ng skill level 1. So skill level 1 minamanage ng skill level 3 minamanage ng skill level 1. So yun yung difference ng skill level 1 and skill level 3. Okay? Kung may mga ibang question pa kayo, tanungin nyo na lang sa consultation. Okay.
I understood that.
Yes. So next question. Nagtrabaho po ako sa Christchurch for 6 years. Can I apply for residency? Can I claim points for that? So he'd been working in Christchurch for 6 years as a dairy herd manager. So can that add points to his residency?
Absolutely. And this is what the whole change is about, is people in this situation can now claim points for skilled employment, providing they still meet things such as this salary and other requirements like health and character and everything like that.
Okay.
But yes, awesome. The door is open.
Yep. And because they're working in Christchurch, so it's like 30 points.
Another 30 points.
Yeah. Okay. So makaka-add points ka daw sa working outside of Auckland, which is in Christchurch nga. So 30 points yun. And yun nga yung sinabi niya na yun na yung, ito na yung announcement ng immigration na pwede ka nang mag-apply ng residency dahil tinaasan na yung skill level ng mga dairy herd manager. Yeah. And last, I think we will be
last one.
Yeah, last one. So pwede ko po bang danhin ang family ko dito as a resident for residency? So they're asking if they can bring their family here and apply for residency.
Look, you know, the borders are still closed. So at this stage, look, there are still restrictions there, but if you were to apply for residency and the residency was approved, of course, there are a lot more options for them to come into New Zealand as, you know, but at this stage, no, because of the border. But they can definitely include them in the application.
Okay. Also, they can include them in the
Yes,
application.
absolutely.
Okay.
And they should.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, they should.
Okay. Oh, I thought okay. So, sabi ni Liam, hindi daw kasi borders na yung, close nga yung borders. Pero, pwede nyo i-include sa application. So, they can include them on their residency application.
Correct.
Okay. Because the farmer is here and the family is back in the Philippines.
Correct.
They can include them.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, malinaw yun, kuya, ha? So, you can include them sa residency application kahit wala sila dito. So even if they're still in the Philippines, so kahit wala sila dito, pero kung sila lang, close pa yung borders, so hindi pa pwede. Okay, so sa residency application pwede nyo i-include, and sabi nga ni Liam, you should include them. Pero if they want to get
If they want to come over.
Yeah, they want them to come over, hindi pa kasi close yung borders. Okay? Okay, so I think we are past the time already. So we still have a lot of questions actually. Yeah, but anyways, yung mga question your questions will be answered.
Yes,
yeah. So just message us and we will try to answer you, and we'll call you. So you should provide your details if possible. Yes, and also thank you so much for joining us again tonight. Yes, and we will be posting the email address where you can send your questions, and we will also have a look on your chats. The chat.
Yeah. I'm guessing though that some of the dairy farmers need to go to bed now.
Yeah,
because they wake up at 2.
Yeah. Yes. So
look,
do you have
any
last words?
No. What? Sorry. No, but yes.
Yeah, but
yeah, no.
Yeah, no. It's so Kiwi. Yeah.
This is a really good opportunity for a lot of your Kapabayans to get in a position to be able to apply for the skilled migrant category.
Yeah, they need to take the chance.
The dairy sector across New Zealand pushed really hard for this.
Yeah.
So take advantage of it.
Yes.
Give us a call. Send us a message,
yeah,
and let's see, what options are available to you now.
Yes, it's really good. I feel so good about my kababayan because I know that it's really hard for them, especially the farmers who've been working here for a long time.
And look, the reality is, your kababayans are actually all 3 roles.
Yeah.
But they're unfortunately were never able to claim those points.
Yes.
So see this as a win.
Yes, it's a win. Let's go. Yes. Okay. So thank you so much po ulit. And as we announced in our previous webinar, we will be going to Wellington anytime soon. So see you in Wellington. We will be posting when and where in our Facebook page.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, so have a good evening and thank you, Liam.
No, you're very welcome.
Yes. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.